Manchester United very much in PR mode last week as they unveiled their new Old Trafford Stadium, or whatever it's going to be called, the £2 billion behemoth that is on the way, the 100,000 seater stadium. The announcement for that came out, I think, literally the day after Radcliffe was doing his interview saying, we had to really cut costs, we've got no money. And I understand building a stadium like that will generate a lot of money, but the fact that it's costing £2 billion is not really sitting too well among Manchester United fans. And unfortunately, they probably did this announcement again just because they knew this was coming about. The season tickets, they've increased the prices of season tickets despite Man United's on-field performances, particularly at home, being very poor, domestically at least. I mean, in Europe they're doing quite well, but yeah, this is not the news that they wanted. No one wants to know that your bills are going up, that your costs are going up, and for something that's a passion thing for someone to do in their spare time, go and support their local club, or maybe they're not local, maybe they're still travelling from further away, of course. But yeah, it's not good to see something like this when people are struggling. Let's have a look at the full story though, guys. Full article on thefootballchronicle.com as always. Manchester United have stirred the pot at Old Trafford, announcing a 5% rise in season ticket prices for the upcoming campaign, just days after unveiling an ambitious plan for a £2 billion stadium. The increase, the third consecutive year of 5% hikes, comes as co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe pushes financial restructuring, but it's landed like a lead balloon, with fans still smarting from years of on-pitch struggles and mid-season ticket gouging. The club's statement spares the under-16s, well done, freezing their prices, but acts as some senior concessions, a move that stings pensioners who have stood by United through thick and thin. Around the dugouts, prime seats are being flipped into hospitality tickets, a cash grab aimed at swelling coffers for Ratcliffe's grand vision, a 100,000-seater stadium to replace the ageing Old Trafford. Last week, the 72-year-old billionaire laid bare the club's financial dire straits, claiming they'd have been skint by Christmas without his cash injections and 450 staff redundancies. A day later, he dangled the new stadium carrot, a £2 billion dream pitched as the North's answer to Wembley. Chief Executive Officer Omar Barada tried to soften the blow. He said, "We appreciate the loyal and patient support of our fans," probably the local ones too, you never know, "and particularly our season ticket holders who have represented the core of our match-going support base. We understand the importance of their backing and for the team to have worked hard to come up with a pricing package that is fair and reasonable. Debatable. After 11 consecutive years of price freezes, we increased prices by 5% for the past 2 seasons and intend to do the same for next season to offset the continued rises in operational costs. Prices remain significantly lower than a decade ago when adjusted for inflation and at similar levels to peer clubs in the northwest of England. The maths might stack up on paper. £300 million in losses over 3 years demands action, but the timing rankles. The United's 3-0 thumping of Leicester last weekend, with Bruno Fernandes pulling the strings, hinted at a revival under Ruben Amorim. Yeah, but this is a Leicester City side that are very bad. They've lost 7 matches at home in a row without scoring. Now with that, which is an English all-time record across all top professional divisions, all top 4 leagues in the English football system. Yet fans, buoyed by that rare glimmer of hope, now face a hike that feels like a tax on loyalty. That's a good way of putting it. Barada's nod to fairness rings hollow when set against January's mid-season fiasco. Matchday tickets jacked to £66, no concessions for kids or old-age pensioners, a move that has the Stretford end fuming. The Manchester United Supporters Trust must, that's not that they must do something, that's what it stands for, didn't mince their words, branding the rise as frankly offensive in a fiery post. The idea that fans should pay for the Glazers' ownership and errors on top of the thousands that we already pay to loyally follow the club, there we go, is frankly offensive. We argued United should implement a price freeze not just because of this but for business reasons as well. We are convinced that a freeze accompanied by a rallying call to show we're all in this together could be a galvanizing force to lift spirits and propel the team forward, and that money lost from not increasing prices would be more than compensated by a greater revenue from a higher finish in the table. And you can read more about it on the footballchronicle.com. Jack very much goes into more detail on it there. But we're out of time with this one. I mean, you already know the story, guys. It's a standard thing, isn't it, across a lot of clubs. It doesn't make it right. It's not fair. I don't like it. I'm not even a Man United fan. I've got no intent of going to Old Trafford again. I went many years ago. I can't say I really enjoyed it. The stadium is it's big, but it's not it ain't the best anymore, and it's not been the best for a very long time. But your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Should they have done a price freeze, or should they have increased it? Are the operational costs and the overall losses for the club a justifiable reason to charge fans more to go and see their club? It's a very hard one to justify, a very easy one to justify financially, but like the Support Trust says, there are other ways of doing this. They would argue that, you know, actually making the prices more fair or freezing them would help in the long term, and I understand the thinking behind it. It does seem like a very short-termism kind of move, and I don't like it. I don't like it. But your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe as always, and we'll see you soon for some more football content here on thefootballchronicle.com. Plenty of stuff on Man United and their many trials and tribulations on this channel, so I'll probably link one at the end if you're watching this on YouTube, and if you're not, then go and search up our videos. We've got a massive amount for them to go through. So yeah, see you soon, guys. Have a good one.